75 points there, a donut shop in the stats department. Just struggling to find control, struggling to get any sort of contact on the ball at all, much less ones that give him statistics like saves and shots. At this point, 3 shots in game number 2, 4 shots in game number 1. Gale Force got more shots than both of Ghost's last 2 games combined just in game number 1. So Ghost really needing to find a new way, and I think, as we talked about just a moment ago, their demolition style, their physical style of play of going up and bumping Gale Force, do not allow them to rotate the way they want to, might be the solution.
And plus, like quietly, Farah, he just puts in goal after goal after goal. We don't.
A lot is a very good player to watch if you want to know just how much pressure Method is feeling. So if you watch him in scrims, but you watch him online, he will happily just let Metzer and Magnus stay back the entire time. He trusts them with the defense. But the more pressure they are under, the more he starts to come back, the more he is part of that rotation, because he knows he's got to be there. There's a lot more on the line. Louis wants to get the set to Farah. He almost got it. And now it's going to be Metzer. Is going to take the ball away from him. Magnus will come in. Louis tries.
Yeah, it feels like all the way down. They have plenty of chance, and they're still a massively threatening.
XG had no answer for them. They threw it off the backboard whenever they wanted, and even a lot who...
I think the night rest has been really important for both the teams. Both of them. Very emotionally invested. Both of them putting a ton of work, maybe both the hardest working teams in their regions, and they were both incredibly upset.
Because both times when Energy did, or all 3 times, they played on the same day when they lost in the lower bracket. Yeah. So now with that night rest...
NRG setting up the siege. They control the 2 middle boosts. If they control the 2 back boosts for the Chiefs as well, then they can starve out their opponents. You're going to see Jacob try and do it, but he gets beat to it. That is huge for the Chiefs. And now Drippe is an option. They're going to try and find him. They've managed to get to him. 1-2. There is going to be an open net. There comes Drippe, securing the goal and the 2-goal lead.
Just slicing and dicing this Energy defense. Jake taking control of the ball. That beats in Garrett. And they bring it back to Drippe and back to Jake. Oh, it's just absolutely incredible play to see. Just dismantling Energy.
Yeah, so Pale Horse has to get this high and above the Mocket defense to be able to take it.
And remember, Mocket don't matter quite as much. And I feel like that's important because you start taking yourself off the idea of, oh, this big pedestal. You know, every match is so important. How can we possibly win it? You just go, this is another match to us. We can do this.
I think if they beat them, while Cloud9, they're normally the team that plays the team.
Gimmick by himself, going to take on Drippe. He's managed to tear Drippe apart.
He has done it, and again, it was that solo play, faking it under 1, getting it past Drippe, who thought he was going for that early flick. Cloud9, they hit a play.
Their identity more and more as the series went along, and they finished it off with what we've come to know them for, an infield pass, undefendable for the Chiefs. And
they made. So do not count Cloud9 out by any stretch of the imagination. But for our purposes on day 2 here, we have 1 match left on the day before we proceed into Championship Sunday. And it's the other North American fan favorite, G.
And really put it together. We saw how they were able to take that boot camp time, come into this week, and perform well. It's just they had a little bit of a hiccup. So I think them actually getting that long break is actually going to really help them.
And plus, that hiccup, though, it was Gale Force. And Gale Force is looking so strong.
It's a big hiccup.
Yeah,
right?
who knows? Who knows how they actually are playing right now?
I am a member of the Camp fam, and you can... Oh, there it is!
It still seems like every time Jknaps comes out, though, he gets lost. You're supposed to walk to the end of the stage, Jknaps. I think
there was nothing about Rizzo that felt lost there.
Yeah, Rizzo knew what he was doing, but Jknaps is still lost. Maybe he should lead them out. Maybe they should have Kronovi walk out first.
Just hold his hand in the middle and like walk him out.
He just seems lost out there.
So
luckily, not in the game.
Are we thinking G2 super confident right now based on them coming out on the stage and Rizzo throwing down the dance? Are they looking at Mock? They're like, whatever, we got.
He won it, but like we said, that was in the upper bracket. Now they are in that lower bracket. This is the ultimate test for G2, but if they can get this win and survive until Championship Sunday, they'll feel good about their chance.
I mean, the best thing about G2 is obviously they've had a lot of complications, but for them, they got the best experience going on.
The crowd hates me, and I know they do, because I'm picking
betrayal.
Yeah, I'm picking Mocket. Mocket played today.
They don't like it.
Yeah, they don't like it. That's okay. Like, I've seen worse, way worse in Twitch chat, so I'm okay.
Been able to control it. Jknaps towards the goal. In the final minute of game 2. Mocket only up by 1. They can hold on to this, they will tie up the series. Bump on Kronovi, open up a little bit of space. He's gonna take extra time to put pace in that ball, and Freaky will win the 50-50 accordingly. Miss there from Jknaps and Pashy up onto the backboard. It's just Rizzo and net as Fairy Peak tries to drop this one down, follows it himself. Rizzo gets the block, just puts his car in the way and shuts down any shot opportunities Fairy Peak could have. With 30 seconds left, Freaky over the top of Kronovi. Pashy up to try and drop it.
Just a little out of his reach.
Pashy over the top of 2. Breakaway opportunity, but a difficult angle. Nearly finds it, sets it up for Freaky, who gets it off into the backboard. Jknaps was there as well. The defense for G2 will rotate quickly and now look for the transition. Jknaps to Rizzo, the soft touch that puts it into the box. Now looking for goalies. He curates enough interference. It just goes in and G2 scores.
For a second, I thought Rizzo was going to give it to Jknaps, which would have been nuts. And then I thought he was giving it to Kronovi, but instead, nothing happened. Pashy was able to make it. Freaky thought Pashy would have.
They don't even let it go to overtime, using all of that time in regulation, keeping the ball in the air. Look at the Rizzo dances. I think he started something already.
I have to give so much to Maka. I think this is some of the best I've seen them play. I don't know if I've ever seen a team turn it around.
See if he can get the starve going. Pashy flips into it. Jknaps and Kronovi now moving up, looking for the offensive pressure. And look at the pinch back down the field. Moves back into the G2 corner. Fairy Peak up over the top of Jknaps. It could waterfall back down to him, and he puts it through the solo plays. Fairy Peak trying to carry Mocket right now.
He's done it so much this weekend. He still continues to execute. Falling so far for that, all on Kronovi to make that save, which was difficult. But I feel like it was even harder for Fairy Peak to make that shot. Unbelievable play.
3:05 left to go. If Mocket just drops into the corner, he'll back pass it out to Rizzo. Puts it back into the corner. Now in front of the net, Freaky's up. All alone and uncontested. Fairy Peak adds some extra pace to it and then gets the pinch in front of the goal. Pashy puts the shot in. What was this pass from Fairy Peak?
Again, turning it around so fast. Freaky clearing it all the way. Fairy Peak getting one, and then somehow he got that second touch. Mocket are on fire.
Absolutely brilliant play from Mocket as they have quite the hold here in game 4. 125 left to go, and it's looking like believed, but Rizzo shuts it down. Now Freaky out of the corner. Peak to follow as well. Jknaps dropping Rizzo shot through G2's up.
This has got to be one of the best passes I've seen today. Jknaps backwards off the side, straight onto the hood of Rizzo. He didn't even have to try. A single jump will put that to the crossbar. Just 20 seconds in, G2 comes out of the gates.
It could be all they need to stay alive in this lower bracket.
No, I'm missing. Sorry.
Now up, looking to get it past Rizzo, drops it down, and Fairy Peak's there. The team play comes through, but
people seem to like you. Give it up for Rizzo if you haven't had a chance yet. Rizzo, my man. One, I just got to ask you, you had some amazing shots. Is everything that you do calculated? I need to know.
Every last thing.
All right, so I have to say, Mocket, gave you guys quite the fight. You had some pretty low-score games there, especially that one game that ridiculous with those passes, ridiculous with those shots. Were you expecting that out of him into this game?
No, I wasn't expecting that at all. A few times Jknaps would just say, help, and it didn't really work out too well, and he still scored, so.
So now you guys come into this event. Okay, interview's done? No, I'm kidding. All right, Rizzo, final question here. I asked Kronovi this earlier, and I'm going to ask you now. It's a very easy question. It's meant for you to kind of get your moment here. Does G2 go all the way?
We're going all the way, baby!
All right, I'm going to go ahead and send it over to Axel to break it all down. Rizzo, thank you, my man.
Oh, man. Thank you, Golden Boy. Great to hear from Rizzo there. And what a match from G2. Dropping the lower bracket. But able to make a
Lacto from Team Secret, he actually put out a great tweet that says, remember, every competitive player at home that's watching wishes that they were in your shoes, just being here able to compete on this stage. But again, Kronovi, as part of the Cam fam, thank you very much for not letting me down. I appreciate that. G2 all the way.
Listen to your heart, guys.